Hi, welcome to C Sharp.net. If you want the latest videos related to C Sharp and .NET, please visit our website. You can find a lot of videos with step-by-step description with a sample code. So if you need, just come to this website and try to browse through the topics so you will just get something useful. Today in this demonstration we are going to speak about TPL, that is Task Parallel Libraries. So we are doing our stuff, lot of stuff using threads. Sometimes we use for loops. We use behavior threads, UI threads. So we do use that. But how we are going to use the TPL? How we are going to take the advantage of the task parallel library? What exactly is TPL or task parallel library, and how it is going to save us some time, and how it is going to optimize our resources. So today in the demonstration we are going to see all of this. So we are going to understand what exactly is TPL or task parallel library. So for that, let's go ahead and have a look. I have already here a few some of the codes. Okay, what exactly this does to understand that, let's go ahead and this uh, look at this folder. So see here, what exactly I have in this folder is I have 100 CSV files. Okay, so if you open any of the CSV files, okay, let's go ahead and open this one. So each of these CSV files has the order ID, order date, customer ID, number of units, and order value. So all these CSV files have this information inside them. So what exactly we are going to do in our application without using TPL is we are going to go to that folder, okay. Then we are going to read those files, okay. Then once we read the files, what we are going to do is what exactly we are doing here is, I mean, we are going to read those files and we are going to see how much time it's going to take. This is exactly the same scenario when we are going to read the data from a database. Right now we are reading the data from the CSV file because it's pretty simple. But the scenario can be applicable when we are reading the data from the database. We can read the data using a service. We can connect to a SharePoint SharePoint application, and we can get the data from there. So it could be anything. Right now, for this demo, what exactly we are doing, we are reading the CSV files and we are getting the data from there. So to get the data from the CSV file, what exactly we are doing here is we have created, you know, a extension method. Okay. So again, once again, what I'm trying to say you, we are creating a all extension, and we are again creating another. So let's take some time before going ahead. Let's just take some time what exactly is the extension methods. Actually, I would strongly suggest, if you are not sure what exactly is the extension method, then just click the link down here. Just click the link below, what is it, 3sharp.net, and understand what exactly is the extension method. To understand this demo, or to when you're using LinkU, or when you're using lot of other APIs, at that point of time, actually extension method is very useful and very handy, and we strongly recommend you should get your hands on the extension method. So if you have a look right now, this is in this class, in all extension class, we have two extension methods. Okay, and the extension method syntax is exactly, it should be static, then it should be have the return type, and the tag followed by this. I'm just giving you a brief here. If you want to go back and have a look what exactly extension method, please go back, feel free, have a look and come back here. Alright, so what exactly these two methods does, they do only, they get the number of units and they get the order value from the CSV file. So that's what these two methods do. That's what they have to do, nothing else. Okay, so that is the job of the extension method. So the main thing what we are doing is we do all the things inside the date orders. Okay, this is a method which is giving us the numerical data and giving us back. Okay, so what exactly it is doing? It is reading the CSV file. Okay, then it is splitting by taking the column or comma, whatever you call it. Then it is reading the value to a new model. So this is our model. It has the order ID, customer ID, number of units, order value, and it is formatting it and giving us back. So this is get order is the method which is actually responsible for reading all those CSV files and getting it back and passing it up to the application. So this is the main job of the get orders. Okay. So as we have already understood what all these methods in this application does. So right now let's go ahead and have a look on our main method. Okay, so what exactly our main method is doing right here? Our main method is reading the config file with the value orders folder, and it is getting the path, the CSV file path from the configuration with app.config file, and then it is passing back to the orders folder. Okay, because the get files, if you have a look here, the get files is expecting a string. I'm sorry. So it is getting list of all the files inside that directory. Okay. Then what is it is doing? For each order file, it is calling the get orders method. Okay. So there are 100 files inside our folder. So for each file, we are going to call this get orders method, and then it is adding up and showing us the value. So let's go ahead and just run the application so we can see what exactly it is doing. So let's go ahead and run the application. All the processing started. It's taking some time because there are 100 files and definitely it is going to take up some time. So let's see how much time it is taking to process all those 100 files. So actually when we are going to use TPL, what it does is it simplifies your trading concept. I mean, when we are talking about TPL, task parallel library, it is actually a very lightweight version of the trades. Those are not trades. Please do understand, when we are talking about tasks are not trades. Tasks are just very, very, very light version of a trade. Okay, so when we are creating, actually we should not create tasks. We should leave it up to the operating system. Operating system should take care of creating tasks and assigning to you and deleting it back and or give it back to the operating system. I mean the another requesting application. So that should be taken care by the. Yeah, so we are back. So what exactly is our application is saying right now? It has totally taken 90948 milliseconds, okay, to complete the processing. The number of files it read is 100, and this number of units is 11174,800. Total number of order values 10, 100,000, 10,000. 100,000, 12 million something. Okay, so let's go ahead and just copy this information so we can actually compare when we run our application using task parallel library. Just let's select all this information. Yes, so 400 files, the time taken is 90948 milliseconds, and total number of units is test, total number of order values test. Okay, fine. So this is what normally our traditional way of doing or creating or writing our code. Okay, so this is what we used to do before tasks came to the picture. So since we have tasks right now in our hand, so let's go ahead and start creating or start using tasks for that purpose, and let's see if even if it whether it is going to optimize or whether it has a value, or whether we should actually use, or does it work about all the first we are listing around. So let's go ahead and start using tasks. So I'm just going to end the app since we have all the information we needed here. Alright, so right now this is for each. What we are going to do here, I'm going to comment this one out, and instead of for each, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use tasks. Okay, so for task or TPL, there is simplified version for each and TPL. So if you let's just uncomment this code and have a look. If you see actually what we are doing, this is this order files. Okay, the process is right here. Okay, this is, if you see get files, what it gives us is a array of strings. So we are doing our processing on this. Okay, so what exactly happens here, if you want to understand what exactly is happening here, we are actually running our code, or when we are running our application, we are doing inside for each file, it's happening one by one, when we if just let's have a look. When I run it, see, this is, I mean, for each file it's coming in, and it's blocking the UI and it's processing, so it's taking up all that time. But so this is how it is happening. But can't we optimize it? Is there a better way? Can we optimize this? We don't want everything to be done one by one, one by one. If there are 100 files, I want 4 tasks or 5 tasks to be created automatically, and those, and each task should take care of 20 files at a time, and those 5 tasks, since we have multiple processors nowadays, it should be assigned to each core separately. If I have a quad-core processor, why should I just use the single core itself? I want to split them up, I want to use them. So what I can do is I will get 4 or 5 different tasks. Then I will just split them across each of the core in my processor. So all those four tasks can run separately if they want on all those different processors. And when the fifth one, when all those 4 are done, then the fifth one can come into the any of the remaining processor. So that is a much better approach. But how we are going to do that? So we are going to do that using our task. So let's go ahead and start using that. So I'm again going to comment this out. Okay. So let's go ahead on the files, process dot so we're going to just change here. We are going to use parallel dot for each. See, this for each again is an extension method. That's what I was saying. If you want to understand, please go back and have a look on the extension methods. Please watch it out, so you'll be able to appreciate this video much more, because you need to understand what exactly you're writing. So if you don't understand extension methods, please go back or click the link below and go back and have a look what exactly is extension method. For now, let's go ahead and use this one, parallel dot for each, since we are using for each, normal for each. So right now we are going to use parallel dot for each, which will use the task automatically for each. Okay, so let's we will say for a string. Okay, so it is saying give me an enumerable of a string, and that enumerable of a string is, I think we can pass it on the files to process. Okay, and again, yes, it's expecting action delegate. So again, I will say if you don't understand action delegate, please click the link below right now and go back and have a look what is action from delegate. For now, let's go ahead and just start using our this one action delegate. So it is expecting a string. You can name it whatever you want. For now, I will say what I will say is orders to process. Okay. Pretty much it. And we are going to do exactly the same thing what we were doing in our echo line support and echo for each. Let's uncomment there. Okay. So what I'm not getting is already the 8 modifiers. Okay, that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I will say let's see this altogether dot get modifiers. I think it has to be order data. Okay. Uh, and then it doesn't contain get orders. Why it doesn't contain get orders? Let's have a look. Get orders. It has get orders, but I think it's a parameter. What we are going to pass here is the string name. Okay. Alright. So I think this all anyone got into lowercase get number of units get to all the values. The build fails, not sure why. Let's have a look. Okay. Somehow it has again been converted to lowercase. So let's go ahead and just update these two values. That should be it. And the build is successful. Okay. So right now let's go ahead and just have a look back what we have done earlier. It was taken totally 9094 milliseconds, 400 files, total number of files, total number of units this, total all the values this. So right now since we have implemented TPL, okay, task parallel library, which is this parallel node for each is going to take care of creation, assignment, updation, deletion of the task automatically. We don't need to worry about that. .NET is going to take care of it. So this is the extension method. If you need to understand extension method, please stop, pause here, go back, click on the link and understand and come back here. Anyhow, so we are going to understand the TPL right here. So how it is going to optimize the time. So let's go ahead and start it. Start the application. Oh, sorry, I just missed one thing before doing this. I have to add one more line of code. Let's say while let's just do this and see here dot is everything. That should be it. Let's build it again. We'll set it. Now let's go ahead and run it. So now the order processing starting. Let me give it some time. Let's wait for that. Earlier it has taken almost 9 seconds. So let's see if we're able to bring it down. Sorry, earlier trade has taken 90 seconds, not 9 seconds. So let's see how much time it's taking right now. Right here. It should definitely, it should be able to bring down. Let's look what's going inside course. It has taken 63 seconds. I think I have started the task manager, but still it's still very low. Let's copy all these figures. That took around 63 seconds. Let's copy that and okay, and let's just go ahead and I'll just do one thing. I will just start this on. Let's start it back again and see. So right now it took almost 30 seconds. Okay. With the same scenario, at that time we have actually not started task manager, but previous time we started task manager. So I just stop task manager and see right now what's the difference. For 100 files, 100 simple CSV files, earlier it was taking 90,948 milliseconds. Right now it's taking 30,737 milliseconds. So we are almost able to optimize, I think 75%, I'm not sure, but it's pretty high in comparison. Okay, so just understand when you, actually guys, what you need to understand at this point of time, this might look very simple, but when you are actually writing a service, okay, which you are going to deploy on a server, and when you are writing actually application to be deployed on production server, in 3 bit of memory counts. Okay, so if your application, can can be optimized up to such a high extent. If you can bring down something like, if 75%, let it be the time, let it be the thread uses, and then just imagine you are writing application and which is going to take, you are writing application like this for which is going to read 1,000 files or 2,000 files. Just imagine how much threads that application, your service is going to consume. But instead of that, if you are just going to use simple parallel task library, how it is going to bring down your thread uses. It's if if your application was earlier using 2,000 threads, definitely it's going to bring it down by max 50 or 60 threads or even 19 or 20 threads. So when you are just don't use or don't abuse the uses of TPL, that's for a library. Consider what exactly you need. If you are going to write a service which is going to be deployed on a server that is very sensitive, do use TPL. Or suppose if you are using a service which you don't need to take care of the tradings and trades, you don't need much number of threads, your application is very memory sensitive. In that point time, also use, try to use TPL. When you should not use TPL, in one of the example I will give, when you are writing, let it to be a disk file system, and then disk or file system are the same. When you are writing to a database, okay, when you are trying to write to almost anywhere, don't use TPL because synchronization will be a nightmare right at that point in time. I'm not sure how it is being handled, how it will be handled, or whether it is being handled at this moment, but from my personal experience, I would say when you're writing to the database or you are going to write to the file system, yes, TPL is not going to do a great job, but whenever you're reading something, it's a huge size, whatever, please feel free to use TPL. So guys, in today's demonstration, we have, see a sample application which was using normal for each, and in another thing we have just commented it out the normal for each, and we have started using the parallel for each, and we have seen a huge difference. We have almost seen a 60 seconds of difference for, every parameter is same. Okay, if you compare, you see every parameter is same, apart from just this piece of code in which we have used TPL as well library. So this is the power of TPL, guys. So I hope this demonstration, this application helps you. If you want such videos, such more videos to understand clear up your .NET concepts, then please visit my website csharp.net, and please do subscribe to our channel. Click on the subscribe link. So if you have any comments or any clarification you need, please feel free to comment out in the comment section of this YouTube channel, or just go back to my website csharp.net and put out a comment over here. I'll just get back to you whatever details you need so that you can work it out. And also visit my website csharp.net so you can get the working code for this application, so you can go ahead and play around it, and you can get your concepts clear. Hope it helps. Have a good day. Stay tuned to csharp.net.